Hey everybody, this is Justin Benz, and I'm presenting my research topic for Dr. Harris's History 471 class, the Soviet Union in World War II. In June of 1941, Stalin and the Soviet Union found itself in a precarious position, as German armies of more than 3 million amassed themselves along the Soviet border ready to attack. While many military historians have written about Operation Barbarossa and the German advances into the Soviet countryside, and then the eventual defeats of the German army by the Soviet population, less has been written about this actual population that went on to defeat the German war machine in the Soviet countryside. It is this research project's intention to look at Soviet press, posters, and propaganda in the Second World War and how this affected the Soviet population into mobilizing for the eventual victory over the German army. In doing this, there are a number of primary sources that I intend to include. Two major collections will be included in this research project. The first is the Harvard Project on Soviet Social System Online, which is a collection of more than 700 interviews done by the United States Air Force in the years 1950 and 1951 of Soviet refugees. This really unique collection includes various ages, class, work affiliations of Soviet citizens. So it's really a fantastic way to try to provide insight onto the daily life of Soviet citizens and how this daily life was affected for this research project by any attempts at propaganda or censorship. The other major primary source collection that I will use for this is a collection of over 157 posters that were found by the Art Institute of Chicago during a redesign of their museum. This trove of Soviet war posters, propaganda, were collected and put into an exhibit in 2011 and then an accompanying book. Windows on the War, Soviet Task Posters at Home and Abroad, which was edited by Peter Zegers and Douglas Druick, is a fantastic, not only a fantastic organizational history of the TASS organization, but also it provides an annotated look at large numbers of Soviet propaganda posters and how these were used on the Soviet population. Following these primary source collections, I intend to use a large array of secondary sources as well, of course including large historiographies of the war, but trying to narrowly focus more on the propaganda state of the Soviet Union. Two authors that initially provided a good context for the foundation of the propaganda state was David Brandenberger and Peter Knez. They offer a look at the role of the propaganda state from the October revolutions of 1917 through the new economic policies of 1930s. The next historian to really tackle the propaganda state in the Soviet Union was Karel Burkhoff. His book, Motherland in Danger, is an absolute fantastic look at how the Soviet Union propagated its citizenry to becoming one of its main resources for war, which was its population. The ability to continue to throw a Soviet population to the front lines and to fight against the German army. How this was done is the intention of this research project. So in looking at these primary and secondary sources, I hope to show how the Soviet Union propagated the Second World War through press agencies like Pravda, Test, amongst others, to the Soviet population. And in doing so, hope to show the motivations of the average Soviet citizens as it faced the German war machine in World War II. I welcome any criticisms or comments in order to better refine this argument, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen. Thank you.